everyone, and welcome to I Tell You, the Miss Nigeria in America video response to questions submitted by you, the viewer. If you're watching this video, then you're probably doing so for one of four reasons. One, you received the mass message that I sent out through my Facebook group, Friends of Miss Nigeria in America, asking you to watch this video. Two, you submitted a question last week, and so you're watching this video to hear my response to your question. Three, you haven't submitted a question, but you're interested in doing so, so you're watching this video to get an idea of the type of questions people are asking so that you can formulate your own. Or four, you do not belong to any of those three previous categories, but you know someone who does, and they told you to watch this video. All are great reasons to watch this video. But in the off chance that I haven't described you yet, and you stumbled on this video through acts of randomness, then you are in for a treat. So without further ado, let's get to it, and let me tell you and answer your question. In this video, I'm responding to four questions. I received submissions by two women, Chikodi and Augusta. The first two questions come from Chikodi, and I guess I have to begin by saying how extremely honored I am that the first set of questions come from Chikodi, my good friend, and my fellow delegate, Miss Akwa Imbom 2008. So thank you so very much, Chikodi, for taking the time out to ask me a question. Chikodi's questions are, what does true beauty mean to you? And what is the biggest lesson you have learned since becoming Miss Nigeria in America? I will take the true beauty question first. What does true beauty mean to me? Well, I guess I would have to begin to answer that question by making a distinction between physical beauty and spiritual beauty. And part of the reason why I want to make that distinction is because I think that true beauty falls within the category of spiritual beauty. I do not think that I am beautiful because I have a pretty face or I'm attractive. I do not think that I am beautiful because I have a nice physique or I have symmetrical features or what have you. And I especially don't think that I am beautiful because I abide by some standard that society has deemed as a way to measure someone's attractiveness. I think that I am beautiful, and the many people that I have encountered that I would call beautiful have been beautiful because they had a humble and gentle spirit. I think that in order to be truly beautiful, you have to have a beautiful spirit. And in order for you to have a beautiful spirit, you need to nourish or cultivate positive characteristics in your spirit so that they're able to exude through your being. And by positive characteristics, I mean such things as being loving, as having care for others, as having integrity, as being just a positive person, optimistic. And those positive characteristics, if you could just nourish them in your spirit, then I think that you would be considered beautiful. And the way that I'm talking about true beauty is, I hope that I'm conveying that I do not think that it's something that you can see. It's only something that you can feel. I think that it's a real connection between two spirits. And when someone who truly has a beautiful spirit is able to change the way that you view life and just to enliven you, I think that their spirit has made an impact on yours. And that's how you know that they have a truly genuine and beautiful spirit about them. It's about their essence of who they are and the many ways that they work to build up and develop that trait in them. And that's what I think true beauty means. Next question. what is the biggest lesson you have learned since becoming Miss Nigeria in America? The biggest lesson that I have learned, I guess I would have to say that passion isn't everything, and that you have to, it has to be, well, passion isn't everything, that it has to be accompanied by action, and that passion without action is counterproductive. I think I would just use that as my tagline, that passion without action is counterproductive. And part of the reason that I say that is because in my journey through this, in the 6 months that I've held this position, I can say that I have been guided through the passion I have for the initiatives and the programs, and just for my general love and commitment to Nigeria. But I see that that's not enough, that I can't make change. I can't institute things, and I can't really work to actualize the vision that I have if I don't, in fact, act on these passions. I've had a lot of things that prevented me from really devoting myself completely as much as I want to, because I'm in school, I work, I do all these other things. But I do understand now, and I'm continuing to understand as I go through this, that in order for me to achieve what I want to out of my time here, that I need to work harder to act on it. That it's a good thing, and I think that you can tell that it's true when I do say that my actions, or when I can say that my actions are motivated through my passion and through the commitments that I feel that I have. But they can't be exclusive. They really need to work together. And so that's the biggest lesson that I've learned since becoming Miss Nigeria in America. Passion without action is counterproductive. You can't get anything done. Change won't happen unless you act, and your actions should always be motivated and guided through a passion and commitment to something. Okay, so hopefully, Chikodi, that I answered your question. I'm always worried about that. I'm always worried, am I Sarah Palin? Did I answer questions? Ooh, can I say that? Ooh, okay, sorry. Now, Augusta. Hi, Augusta. I know Augusta too, and again, it's really refreshing, and it's really encouraging when the people that you know ask you questions and really show you support through different mediums. I met Augusta last year at the African Student Association, one of their meetings that they had, where they brought over a professor from the University of Ghana, Dr. Kofi Baku, to answer or probe the students as to whether or not we should stay or go after we receive our education, that is, our degrees. And there was definitely representatives from both sides of the argument trying to push forth their position. But I feel that in answering that question, you're asking yourself what commitments you have to your home country. And if you think you have a stronger commitment to, develop and to work hard to make sure that your country is progressing, then you're always going to answer that question by saying, yes, I should go back after I receive my education. But more on that later. And if you have any questions about that, please email me. I took extensive notes, and I will be definitely open to answering that and looking into that question more. But that's how I met Augusta. So Augusta's